I sure love Kai Cenat Riz compilations. Huh. Palworld? Let's see.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Markiplier and I'm a slave owner. Welcome to Palworld. Somehow, this Chinese labor camp simulator of a game managed to convince 8 million players to put it in their cart and pay the devilish fee of 30 euros in under just 6 days. And there has been some controversy. I mean, sure, they got a bit inspired by Pokemon, but the sales are speaking for themselves. And I'm definitely enjoying Palworld more than whatever this shit fucking was. So they must be doing something right. Yeah, enough yapping. Pal time. To quickly summarize this game, think of Ark, but there's a lot of fucking slavery and the dinosaurs are replaced with Pokemon rip-offs. Also, there are 5 towers scattered around the island. Think of them as boss fights. One is guarded by a fatherless emo, the second one by the PETA CEO. Huh? What the fuck? Let me just, yeah. Oh god. Number 3 is M&M. Number 4 is the American government. And the final one is... Nah, I'd win. So our goal is to defeat all 5 of the tower bosses who all run a fucked up organization, by the way. The first boss, Zoe Rain, runs the Rain Syndicate. Lily Everhart, or the PETA CEO as I called her, runs the Free Pal Alliance. That pal doesn't really look free to me, what the fuck. Axel Travers is the leader of the Brothers of the Eternal Fire. They're just fucking arsonists, dude. Up next we have Marcus Dryden, who leads the PIDF, the island's defense force, which is totally not corrupt. And finally we have Victor Ashford. He leads the PAL Genetic Research, I forgot the last fuck. The PAL Genetic Research Unit. His goal is to create the ultimate PAL. These factions rule different parts of the island, but not even their leaders know why they defend their towers. Maybe it has something to do with the ancient civilization that once inhabited this island.
Hello, Earthling. I am rubbing my testicle.
Or maybe it's something else. I don't know. I'm too lazy to read. So let us dive in and grow our slave empire. Just like any kid in this day and age, we wake up with an iPad in our hands. Skibbity toilet? More like slavery and suffering. Naturally, I pillaged the land of all of its resources and enslaved the residents. Truly the perfect beginning. Stop smiling, bro. You're a slave. And similarly to Pokemon, the pals, as they are called, are sorted out into different types. In Pokemon, different classes specialize in different types of combat. Hit them with the Oppenheimer Classic. Here it's different types of unpaid labor. The grass types vomit out seeds, while the water types hose them down. Fire types are either utilized in the kitchen or when it comes to smelting ores. Electric type, more like the Honda EU10i power generator. Ground types, surprisingly, do the ground. I'm not sure when I wrote this. Oh, and also there's ice pals. They're just fridges, basically.
I love refrigerators.
And that leaves us with the dark, dragon, and neutral types. Dark and dragon types are just assholes who deal damage, and neutral types, I guess they're good for throwing. And to make my slaves and employees feel a little bit more human, I decided to name a few. Say hello to employee, plantage worker, fuck, well, that's his real name, and many, many more. But of course, with so many employees, I must have a place they can call home. The screaming, they're just overreacting, okay? Don't worry about it. So, this is the base of all my legal operations. We have many cool things, such as the Dictator Stand, this very relaxing hot spring designated only for me. Or a strangely placed windmill? Who the fuck put that there? And most importantly, motivational posters designed by yours truly. Ah, they love me.
You've got mail.
Huh? What the fuck?
Johnson deployed.
Hey, guess what, you pal-abusing piece of shit? We're suing you. I cannot just stand by and watch.
Yeah, you could have just said we're going to court. I'm not reading all that. Fuck, I'm late. Where do I go?
Court is now in session for the trial of the majestic and dignified Mr.
Yeah, no, I rigged the whole thing. What'd you expect?
Your Honor, I'm here on the behalf of the Free Pal Alliance. The abuse Mr. Mizenex's pals are going through is unacceptable. Here you can see how—
Objection!
Fabricated.
It's fabricated.
Okay, but you won't be able to deny this.
Yeah, he doesn't really feed me. At this point, I just miss black.
Objection!
Don't know him.
Doesn't know him.
Your Honor, this is absurd!
I think I've seen enough. Case closed.
Hey, remember how I told you about those towers? Well, during my epic exploring montage, I overheard a very interesting conversation.
Dude, apparently there's a goth girl in that weird tower. Legend says that the last person who tried to conquer it can't look at long round objects the same ever again.
Bro. So naturally, I sprinted over there. Listen, I take it back, okay? You are not a thoughtless moron.
You can't give it up. Go for it, man.
Chasing every frequency that's bad for me. Once against my skull and every pattern that could be my case could never change. Approximated with the snail's toe.
Well, that was easy. As much as I would like to say that it took me a ton of effort, it really didn't. Listen, her Sonic's fucked up cousin looking ass pal can be as big as he wants, but he most definitely isn't bulletproof. So my only tactic here was to just fill him with 9mm bullets. But how did I do that? Well, chipmunks. No, like seriously, why can't a chipmunk just whip out a 9? And that brings me to another topic. You see, by leveling up, we get XP points which we then spend on different blueprints, such as the Crusher or the Medieval Medicine Workbench. But then we also have the Pal Gear Workbench. As you probably deducted, it's used to make gear for the pals. For some pals, you can craft saddles, and for the other half, weapons of mass destruction. But you know what's even more baffling? That you can enslave humans. During my intense discovery of the secrets this game beholds, I managed to level up quite a bit. I meant to say I employed a lot of reliable employees. For example, Sleepy Joe. And I started to get my hopes up about conquering another tower. So I looked up the recommended level for the boss. No, that's not gonna work. So me being the determined and dedicated gamer I am, I exploited the game. Actually, I spent a couple of hours trying to level up normally, but that's for fucking losers. And hold your horses, what the fuck? I know what you're thinking. Is it
X? How'd you do it?
You wanna know how I did it, huh? You want me to tell you? Well, wood. Now how can I explain this? Wood and foundation? Okay. Place wall. Wood fall. Slave pickup. Infinite XP. So I chilled the fuck out for a little bit. Watch my computer fucking explode. Oh my god. And here we are. Absolute fucking unit. He gives you one look and you turn into dust. So I packed my bags, recruited some effective employees, and headed towards Siberia. With the tower finally in sight, I didn't hesitate a single second. I opened the doors and there she was, the fucking Zulfa. Now to beat the PETA CEO, I used what works against every single vegan. Fire. So I assembled a kill squad, most importantly, Jeff. And I provided some support with a firebow. Now, you might be thinking that I would be heading straight to the third tower. Yeah, no. You see, the Lily and Lylene fight was about 69,000 HP in 10 minutes. This one was 130.
Oh, that's hot.
It was obvious that I needed to power up. So I headed into the ice region once again, but this time with only one goal in mind. To enslave. You see, Eminem, or Axel as he's called in game. Wait a minute, did I tell you why I call him Eminem? Well, his only journal entry is it's a fucking rap. Anyway, his pal Orsurk is an electric type, which are weak to ice and ground types. So I hope you packed a neutron star, cause it's about to get pretty cold. You actually packed it, didn't you? Oh my fucking god. Here in the plains of Siberia, many curious creatures reside, and our noble goal is to enslave them. My name is David Slavenborough, and welcome to the slave planet. Here we can see the Wumpo in its natural habitat. Thanks to its large figure,
That's quite big.
it is a pal that serves a defensive role in a combat setting. Go on, get in there, Nicocado Avocado! Oh, and what's that? It appears we have a reindeer on our hands. This pal is very mobile, so it's popular to use as a mount. Wait a minute. Come back here, you My Little Pony looking fuck! Phew, that should be enough. Now we'll combine these two with Sleepy Joe, this skull manufacturing plant I found in this large bug, which I may or may not just bought at the black market. But remember kids, it's not illegal until the feds find out. Now to dust off the old Betsy, and we're ready to rumble.
Every day I'm snoring, no rivals to get me.
Damn bro, the ChatGPT generate those fucking
My bars are goated!
Okay, this is going on for too long. Let's do a rap battle.
Epic rap battles of history. Axel Travers versus my shotgun. Begin.
Oh yeah, you were so wait, what?
Now having rapped Eminem, only two more stand in my way. The fourth boss, Marcus, has a Phalaris. That's not really a fitting name. Let's go with Napalm Spitter. Napalm Spitter, as the name suggests, is a fire-type pal. So the obvious move is to recruit some water-type pals, right? No, it's not that simple anymore. We're in the part of the game where we need to grind for about the entire life expectancy of a fucking elf to get the supplies for the fight. But even when you do, there's a risk of dying, losing everything, and doing all of that again. So having played this game for about 100 hours, I managed to level up to the extent where I'm even more powerful than the law. I also expanded our HQ a little bit, because I cannot fit a gun factory that could supply a global conflict into one base. So I got to crafting and breeding. Oh my fucking god, they got to breeding. Yes, I captured the god of the ocean and made it fuck a firebird because I want this very specific pal that is quite handy for this fight. I also trespassed onto protected land and caught endangered pals here and there, but most importantly, rocket launcher. Now that we're all suited up, let me introduce the squad. Suzaku Aqua. He's fast, but I didn't mount him once during the entire fight. Up next, we have Menace Thing, or as I like to call him, my sleep paralysis demon. He is a durable boy, but with a tad bit of dark magic sprinkled in there. Up next, we have Gerda, I mean German type. He is simply watery, big, and really fucking menacing. And now for my personal favorite, Sleepy Joe.
The finish line.
Oh man, this little demented boy has been with us for what feels like the beginning of time. I guess I just forgot to take him out of my party. And lastly, we have the one thing that brings this squad all together. Rocket launcher. I'm walking like the JoJo guy. This is a fucking JoJo reference.
This is epic.
Now that we've blasted, get it? Okay, that's it. Our way through Marcus? You might think we're practically at the finish line. Well, my dear viewer, you are a fucking fool if you think that. Because the Palworld gods still have more trials and tribulations to put us through. Or more like they just want to see me fucking suffer. The final boss, Victor Ashford, aka Gojo Satoru, is the owner of Shadowbeak. It's almost ironic how ridiculously I beat this fear-inducing abomination. But I'm getting way ahead of myself here. The Miznix you're watching now is just an inexperienced little boy who isn't ready for the horrors that have yet to arrive. When I was searching through different guides to find some advice from those who came before me, I started to notice names like Jetwagon and Frostallion popping up. And naturally, my sensory motor stage developed brain said, cool epic Bazinga name, must have, must obtain, must insane. So, let me introduce the then baller sounding game plan. I would catch myself a Frostallion, Jetwagon, and a bunch of other cool looking high level stuff. I would craft some new totally awesome looking armor and wish for the best. It went fucking terribly. It's not like everything died, but I was just too weak and didn't deal enough damage before the 10-minute time limit ran out. So my now pre-operational stage brain thought to itself, do little damage? Okay, more damage time. So I looked up damage build Palworld 100 Bazinga Boom, clicked on the first video, and you know what? I'll let you see for yourself.
Okay, was good. So basically how this damage build works, you like freaky build. You didn't get yourself some god things. Shit. I'd fucking do. Because they have the angry shark viper skill. You're like freak shock. All it does is boost your damage. And to get extra freakiness, catch them with the Vanguard perk because it boosts your damage by 10%. Or like, boosts your freakiness by 10%. So yeah, that's it. Comment down below if you're freaky as fuck.
I also included a Gillette? Because while mounted, it turns all of your attacks into dragon type attacks, which are strong against dark type pals such as Shadowbeak. There's also one more thing. Oh yeah, Rocket Launcher! The Golden Edition Rocket Launcher. It's really strong and really massive. Its girth is okay. It is notably stronger than the standard rocket launcher, but it's also notably harder to get because the only way you can obtain it is by killing Jetragons. Then I shoved one of my Gothins and my Raoul into this death cube. It basically powers them up by sacrificing their own kind. And I also equipped 2 damage boosting talismans. To top it all off, I drank some Alpa, aka memory viping medicine, which resets all of my skill points. You'll never guess where they all went. And I also cooked a burger that boosts my damage. This is so dumb. All of that added up gives us a 160% damage boost.
Holy crap! That's a lot of damage!
1993, 1994, blockbuster video game champion in the online gaming community. You're looking at the true international video gaming superstar. And no one's gonna get my way today. The best a man can
With Victor beaten, I've defeated all 5 of the tower bosses. It only took 223 hours, what the fuck? I think it's safe to say that we have conquered Palworld.